Paradigms are an interesting thing. What is a paradigm? A paradigm is basically a series of habits of behavior you have in your life that, of course, leads to a habit of results. And to change the paradigm, which is to change your habits, is to do different things. And they'll typically feel comfortable. And there'll be something that Bob Proctor calls the terror barrier. The terror barrier. Because when you're stepping outside of your habitual zone, aka comfort zone, you feel uncomfortable because it feels unknown. And you feel a little bit of fear, the terror barrier. Even though pretty much every single time it's ridiculous, but it feels uncomfortable. It feels like, I don't want to go there. But that's what the terror barrier is, and everything you want is on the other side of that terror barrier. And I'm not saying go put yourself in danger. You know that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something silly like, for someone it might be just saying hi to a stranger. That might scare them, make them super uncomfortable because they don't do that. It could be asking someone out on a date. Could be making that phone call. Could be making that business call. Could be saving money when you don't think you have enough. These different habits, they lead to different results. And eventually, what's really fascinating is once you take that action, especially if it's one you haven't taken ever, you do it and you actually do it. What's funny is you'll be like, hey, I was all right. Do you know how much more powerful you are once you've done something once as opposed to zero? Are you aware how much that terror barrier kind of crumbles? Because you're like, hey, that was all right. Because a lot of things that make that terror barrier are a lot of made up thoughts that the paradigm makes up to keep you from taking that action. It doesn't want you to. And not that it's bad, it's trying to keep you safe because it's programmed in the times of survival. But we just live in this world that, the subconscious mind, the mind, looks around and says, okay, what are we supposed to be afraid of? What are we supposed to avoid? And it's always about doing things unusual because unknown is unknown. Unknown is too high of a probability of pain, basically. But in this world we live in, it's not really pain, like to make a phone call or ask someone on a date or say hi to a stranger or whatever. Like, nothing actually harmful is going to happen to you. And I say that, but I got a terror barrier too. We all do. But take comfort in knowing that once you can just do it, and that terror barrier will kind of just fall apart. It'll still stick around some, but it'll weaken tremendously if you do something just one time. You're awesome.